The name of Allah Almighty, the most merciful, the most beneficent. Assalamu alaikum to all my dear students. Today we are going to start our chapter that is sorting plants and animals. This is gonna be a revision lesson of this chapter, and kindly open page number 58. But before starting our lesson, let me tell you that I'm going to summarize two chapters, okay, in this lesson. First one is sorting plants and animals, and second one is around and around. Okay, so first to start our first chapter, sorting plants and animals, please open page number 58. As far as the objectives are concerned, I'll try my best to elaborate some of the different kinds of animals. Okay, so dear students, we have right here our first slide regarding the different kinds of animals. Okay, so there are more than 1 million different kinds of animals in the world. So you all have an idea around us, wherever we are living, wherever the human beings are living, you can observe different kinds of animals around you. Okay, so I'm talking about that 1 million different kinds. This doesn't mean that we have totally 1 million animals around the world. No, actually 1 billion different kinds, different groups of animals are present. Okay, because if we are talking about just single number, so this will be very clear to us all that we have millions of animals. Okay, but the kinds are totally 1 million, which are known to the scientists nowadays. Okay, they move about to find food and water. You all have an idea, all these animals, dogs, fox, monkeys, cat, and some other animals, these all animals used to move around here and there in search of food and water. Okay, some animals use legs to move. You all have an idea that some animals are those who have 4 legs, some have 2 legs. Okay, some have very specific wings, some have fins. So all those animals would be coming one by one in my lesson. So first one, we have cats, dogs, lions, and rats. All these animals having 4 legs can move here and there in search of food, in search of water. Okay, so some use wings. Allah has given them specific wings to all the birds, and they have specific colors. They can move here and there to search food and to move here and there to enjoy their lives. Okay, and some swim through the water. You all have an idea that all the fishes, specifically I'm talking about this fish. Yes, this fish. I'm talking about this fish, and this fish is having some wings and fins. Sorry, these are the fins, and wings are for the air birds, for the birds, and fins for the fishes. So these fins are helping fish to move here and there, and the examples are fish, shark, and whale. And you can observe simple and different kinds of colorful fishes. Okay, now we have some animals eat plants like cow and other. So some animals eat grass, and all those animals usually gives us milk. Cow, goat, elephant are some of the examples of these animals who used to eat grass and greenery. Okay, some hunt and kill smaller animals. You all have an idea, these are the predators. They used to eat meat, and they used to kill other animals for their food. Okay, so they hunt and kill smaller animals. So the way they used to search the food is a hunting, and hunting is a process in which some bigger animals having more power used to capture some other smaller animals, and they used to eat them. They used to tear and eat them. So some of the examples are lion, tiger, etc. Okay, some animals eat both plants and animals. So we human are best example of that we used to eat all those meat and some of the vegetables. Okay, which are plants, and some other animals, for example the crow and bear. These are also omnivores, and they used to eat both these things, the plants and animals. Okay, so plants everywhere is the next topic, and there are at least how many different kinds, students? We have 4 lakh different kinds of plants in the world. Okay, 4 lakh. Yes, now we are coming towards now plants, because we were discussing about the animals in the previous slides. Now we are discussing about the plants. So okay, so 4 lakhs different kinds of animals in this world are present. So types of plants are having flower, having no flowers. So some are having flowers, okay, and inside the flower, flower is furtherly converted into the fruit, and inside the fruit there are seeds, and from the seeds we can grow new plants. But some plants are those, some plants are those, and some plants are those who plants having no flowers, specifically those flowers who do not produce any kind of flower. They have spores. Spores are something small, pointless things, and we can also say that these are the small grains. Okay, these are very small grains, and spores are like grains, okay, and a very smaller ones, and they are used to produce the new seed, the new plant basically. Okay, so why some flowers do not produce flower? This is just about to make a different kind. Okay, so Allah has created these two kinds. First one having flowers, second one without flowers. Okay, so many plants have flower. New plants grow from the seeds that form in the flowers. So you all have an idea that the flowers are furtherly converted into the fruit, and inside the fruit you can see different seeds, and these are from, like orange has seeds, apple has seeds, and all other fruits has seeds. So we are talking about those seeds. Okay, so how seeds grow into new plants? So you can see in this picture, students, that firstly there is only a soil and then a seed inside, and when you will pour some water in it, you can observe that the plant is gradually coming up. So this is the way that a new plant arises from a seed. Okay, so this is actually a creation from a dead to a living thing. Okay, so plants having no flower or spores. So some plants do not have flowers or seeds. For example, I'm now giving you an example. All those plants who are producing spores, and they are not producing any kind of flower and seed. Okay, and spores will work as the seed. They will definitely produce a new plant. So they produce tiny particles called spores, and new mosses and ferns grow from these spores. Okay, so these are the things which are producing the new plant. Mosses grow in damp and shady places. So students, these are the kinds of plants. They are emerging from all those areas which are shady places. There is less sunlight over there. There is more damped area there. Okay, so this is all about the mosses and ferns. Okay, students. So next we are talking about seaweeds. All those weeds which are growing inside the seed, specifically in the bottom of the oceans and seas, and seaweeds produce spores which float in the sea. The spores may grow into the new seaweeds. Okay, so they are also not having flowers, and the new seaweeds could be produced through the spores which are produced by the parent plant. So food for plants and animals. Plants make their own food. Animals either eat plants or they used to eat animals which feed on plants. So they are directly or indirectly, they are depending upon the plants. So every kind of animal who are living in this planet Earth, that is totally depending on the plants for food. Okay, so without plants there would be no animals including humans in this world. Clear? Okay, dear students, let's start our second chapter, that is all about around and around. And for this, open page number 46. And in this chapter, we would talk about the electricity circuits and switches and what are their functions. Basically, we would talk about all those things. Before starting this lesson, please, dear students, everyone keep it in your mind that don't touch any socket, any cable which is at your home and that is related to the electricity. Okay, but for the safe studies, how can we teach the students safely that what are circuits and what are the electricity electricity and how it works. All those things, if you want to learn, we would have to do some practical work, and without practical work it's not easy to learn all those things. Okay, so just for the safe studies we use batteries for this purpose. Okay, and now we are talking about circuits. Circuit is actually is a pathway of electricity. This is a road of electricity. Electricity used to travel on this road. Okay, so where is electricity basically? Students, we have here one bulb, second bulb. This green colored thing is a battery. Battery is a source of electricity. It provides us charges, and these charges used to move with the help of these wires from one place to another place. Now you can see here is a switch. Here is this one, and this switch is actually helping us all to maintain the flow of the current. Okay, so charges moves from battery to the bulb to the second bulb, but before starting it used to move towards the area where there is a switch. So it used to move towards the switch, firstly towards the switch, then towards this bulb. This will be light up, this will also light up, and then it will come back to the battery. So this is the way, and whole this loop which is right here, this complete loop is called a circuit. Okay, I'm going to read these lines. To light the torch bulb you need wires to join the battery and bulb, because students, without the complete pathway of these things, without this complete loop, if something is missing inside it, so this will definitely there would be no current in it. Okay, so electricity can then flow from the battery to the bulb, and bulb lights up. Okay, and without a switch you can also make a circuit, but you can't handle that circuit easily. Okay, so switch helps you to handle the circuits. So electric circuit is a loop, and if you want to draw this complete circuit on a page, so we used to draw this in this way. We would have to draw a cell or a battery like this, and then you can see these dots. Can you see these dots? This one, a number one dot, a second this dot. These dots are actually representing a switch inside a circuit. Okay, now we are talking about switches. So students, switch is actually a gate. It's a gate. If you will open that gate, the current will definitely come in, and if you will close the gate, current can never come in, and it will stay outside of the door, outside of the gate. Okay, so if we want to keep the current flowing, and if we want to flow the current, we would have to on the button, we would have to on the switch. Okay, so this is the main function of the switch. We are actually making able the electricity to work better with the help of switches. Now how switches work is right here. How switches work, this is really a very general way, and you have a picture in your book. You can open that book and you can see that we have here a bulb, a battery, and a switch right here. So I'm pointing it like this one. You can see that this is a hollow area between the upper line and between the lower. Okay, so this hollow area is showing us that the switch is yet not on, it's a off switch. Okay, and when you will press this area, this area which I am pointing, when you will press this area, this will definitely combines. And now you can see in the second picture, in the second part of the picture, you can see it now here that there is no gap between. Okay, so firstly in the first picture, because there is a gap here, the loop is yet not complete, the electric circuit is yet not complete, so the bulb is yet not on. Okay, and now in the second picture you can see that here we have no gap in it. Okay, there is no gap in it, so we can easily see that this bulb is now, the loop is complete, the circuit is complete, and this bulb is now lighted up. Okay, next we are talking about the complete circuit is been there and we have studied very betterly that what is electric current, what is a switch, and all those things. I hope that you all have understand all those things and revise it beautifully. So we'll see you in the next lesson, inshallah. Till that, signing out. Allah Hafiz. Fema.
Welcome back, kids, with the revision worksheet of Around and Around plus sorting plants and animals. Question number 1 is fill in the blanks. Number 1, electricity works to dash a bulb. Number 2, small batteries are dashed to touch. Number 3, electricity can dash. Number 4, Electricity cannot flow if there is a dash in the circuit. Number 5, there are at least dash different kinds of plants in the world. Number 6, mosses grow in dash shady places. Number 7, dash make their own food. Number 8, mosses and ferns do not have dash or seeds. Then there is question number 2, match the columns and write the correct answer in column C. Column A has seaweed, electricity can, never touch, spores, plants. And column B has move or flow, float in the sea, tiny particles, make their own food, and electric socket. Now you are going to match these two columns and you are going to write the correct answers in your column C. Question number 3 is write true or false. 1. Main electricity is dangerous. You are going to write T if it is true and F if it is false. Question number 2 is small batteries are safe to touch. Number 3. Electricity cannot move or flow. Number 4. Mosses and ferns do not produce spores. Number 5. Animals make their own food. Question number 5 is, below is a list of plants. Separate them into two columns according to plants having flowers and plants having spores. Now, in this you can see this is the list of some plants. You are going to separate them into these two columns. You are going to write names of the plants which have flowers into this column, and you are going to write names of plants which have spores into this column. From this list, mosses, daisy, ferns, seaweed, tulip, conifers, and sunflower. Okay. You can re-watch the video if your concept is not clear about this question. Then question number 5 is answer the following questions. Question number 1, what are spores? Question number 2, name two types of plants. Here the question is types of plants. You have to write the types of plants, okay? Two types of plants. Question number 3, do plants make their own food? Answer it with yes or no. Question number 4, what is the function of switch? You are going to tell what's the function of switch. Question number 5, what is a battery? Okay. Answer them smartly. Okay. Don't try to answer something from the internet. You can read from your book again. You can rewatch the video and answer these questions accordingly. Question number 6 is label the diagram. This is a very simple picture right in front of you. You are going to use these 4 words to label this diagram. So that is all. I hope you understood well and you are ready for your exams as well because they are coming up. So good luck. Allah Hafiz.